This is a game where the New Orleans Pelicans have struggled. I'm sure the Pelicans are extremely happy to have J.J. Redick back into the mix, Dave.
And Rob Covington conspicuous in his absence in the starting line.
And it becomes a controversial play. And because it wasn't called, there was no call, there was no whistle, they can't go back and review it. As Andrew knocks down the long two. He's a left foot 1-2 guy. He will hop into shots as well, but Jang knocking down the triple. That's a good sign for him. New Orleans plays last night. They got to get on a plane and come to the great white north up here where it's so snowy and cold right now.
Derek Favors knocks it in. Second round picks. That was what it cost the Pelicans to get Derek Favors out of Utah. Wiggins able to connect. Good news is Zion is showing signs of starting to be able to get back as Ingram works the rebound and takes the contact. Miserable start for the Pelicans, including this 13-game losing skid, Jim. It has a lot of other teams in the NBA starting to circle around them like vultures. Is Redick able to connect? Is he going to be available? And you can't blame other NBA teams for wanting to try and see if the Pelicans might want to be sellers.
He's been getting a lot of playing time, but he has really proven his value to this Wolves team.
Well, we saw it from the very beginning how hungry he was in training camp.
So it should have been a three-point play and ended up getting nothing out of it. Gorgie misses both free throws.
And then they work it down the floor quickly to Ingram, and Ingram will have a chance for a three-point play on the other end. 12.7 points per game in transition, which is 11th in the league, but teams have been trying to find some holes in that of late, no doubt. Shabazz Napier connects, winning on the road no matter who it's against.
Yeah, no question.
Out of the corner, Ingram connects from downtown.
I do a little intermittent fasting. People are losing weight by the tons. Intermittent fasting.
Ingram able to connect again, and nothing dropping all of a sudden from Minnesota.
6 of 15, all of a sudden Minnesota shooting 40%. JJ can get it going, and he's got it going. He and Brandon Ingram both, the Dukies.
Ingram pulls up over Covington, and Ingram is red hot. Ingram, man, he is just a flamethrower right now.
The way that he's playing, the way that Ingram gives you, like I say, like I just like his rebound rate, and that's what Jaleel Okafor can do. He can overpower you.
Napier, 2 seconds, has to hurry, got it away, it goes. And will it count? That's the question.
Exhibition season, I think that people were really turned on by this kid, thinking he was going to be something special at a young age.
Taken with the 17th overall pick over the summer. Meantime, Wiggins ties the game. First team all defense a couple of years ago. A really solid guard for the Pelicans. Pelicans' largest lead of this game has been 11. They can match or exceed that with points here.
Without Karl Anthony Towns, Jeff Teague has to give you a great effort.
But in spite of all that, Jim, the Timberwolves have struggled to win, which is what's really deflating. Covington able to connect on the three. Okogie drive out of the corner. Wow. Wolves work it to Wiggins, and Andrew able to splash it from the corner. He's for the rebound, able to come up with it, and they tried to throw it off of Ingram, but Ingram, you mentioned the quick hands. Quick hands there. He's able to catch the ball. Ball out of the corner. Drills the triple.
Great kid by all accounts, too. The folks in LA speak really highly of him.
Wiggins, no. Gorgie offensive rebound, and then the dunk.
I mean, they've made 15 field goals. They've only got 6 assists. They have as many assists as they do turnover.
And Josh Hart, meantime, with a 3.
He was percolating.
They've got 14 assists on 20 makes to the Pelicans. Yeah, Josh Hart last night had 14 points, 9 rebounds.
Got it started really early, too. He's 4 for 4 from outside the arc.
Hart fires ahead. Ingram 3, and he is able to connect.
Good contest by Cove.
And then Teague with the quick outlet, but it's an errant pass taken away by New Orleans. Ingram, Gorgie Jang trying to collect the charge. Covington with a rebound. Covington.
A lot in my life, at a lot of different levels. Andrew Wiggins gets the attack to go.
The Timberwolves' best three-point shooter. Hayes, beautiful.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was beautifully executed
I
by
love this
New
kid.
Orleans.
Ain't worry about anything. He just protects in the rim, getting into Andrew Wiggins' way.
Ingram gets it to go.
He's silky smooth, isn't he?
Granted, they played some tight games, including overtime last night against Brooklyn as Keita Bates-Diop able to get it to go.
Dallas twice, Phoenix, Detroit, at Milwaukee, at Philly, Orlando, and Brooklyn.
Wiggins, there we go. Off the turnover, chance for an and one. Exactly true. Lonzo Ball gets it back to a 13-point lead. But you want to have this thing turned around heading into the fourth quarter. Graham, there you go. Back to single digits. Wiggins can't get the second chance bucket. 2 more misses in the paint. 3 the other way, and of course it goes in. Of course, at Duke, and then he had the shoe incident last year.
Oh yeah.
Late in the season at Cameron Indoor. Lonzo Ball with the take and make, part of that 2016 championship team. Jason Hart, of course, you're going back into my
Syracuse, baby. Well, he's a former Timberwolves to be reckoned with too. I think he's gonna develop into a good player. Being a rookie, being young, he's gonna get better.
Darius Miller, a guy that they were counting on, but he tore his Achilles during summer workouts.
All right, chipping away.
More baseline drive. Holiday out of the corner. Shot clock down to 3. And Vonleh gets hit and one. That's a good way to start quarter number 4.
The contact. Williams did a nice job of flying by.
Graham.
Pass. They find the open guy. They get you into rotation. They get you scrambling, and they find the open man very well. His job that time.
He can't make it at the rack. Hart. And he finally rattles it in, and those are the first points of the quarter for New Orleans.
And he's going to help New Orleans win some basketball games.
Trevion Graham out of the corner. Holiday might have had an open look at it, and he passes out of there. Comes up with the offensive rebound, however.
I was wondering where Gorgui Dieng was in this game as Jrue Holiday knocks down the triple. Trevion Graham is trying to stick with him. JJ's not one of those guys that just stays spotted up either. He's always moving. Again, we've seen him do that so often.
And he's up and connecting if he's on your team. Hart able to get it to go. Holiday gets free again.
Great job. They just a dynamic ball handler scorer that can fit Karl Anthony Towns to open up all the things. I mean, there's a whole instruction manual of Karl Anthony Towns.
Would have its losing skid over with. By the way, I have the answer for you, at least under Alvin Gentry.
Yeah.
AD was 145 and 183. Ingram, a block foul called here on Gorgui Dieng, so Ingram with a chance for an and one to take on the Warriors next. Then at Portland, and then they play the Denver Nuggets on Christmas Day. Ingram drops in 2 more. Okogie finally gets a 3 to drop. Gorgui gets an open look at the rack and will flush it home. That opportunity goes by. Wiggins rattles one in. And New Orleans, for the first time this season, holds an opponent under 100 points. 107-99.